Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta. This is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
There's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it, he can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Complete to Jones. A gain there of 21 yards.
Julio Jones has averaged 90 receiving yards per game every season since 2013. And when you factor in that every game plan calls for them double and triple covering him, yet he's still putting up those kind of numbers, that tells you the excellence of Julio Jones.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going to, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And got his man complete.
That's good.
A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 46 yards. It's a great throw right there. And really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're running with Gurley, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tom Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Fielded in the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try it.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
3rd and 15.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Dante Fowler Jr.'s career has had some real twists and turns since being a first-round pick with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Remember, he hurt his knee and didn't even get to play his rookie season, and has finally found his way in the league. Last year in Los Angeles with the Rams, had a career high 11.5 sacks. That's why Atlanta got him in the offseason. They needed to boost their pass rush, and he's the guy.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up second down. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Throwing again. Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Then Latimer's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Haskins going to throw again. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by the...
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
The 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Good strong throwing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this is Latimer, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins looking left side. He's got it complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jeremy Sprinkle in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
14. Visitors.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Gets this one out in a hurry to Latimer. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
From the 30 on second down, Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Washington.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Peterson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was
facing a second and 6 from the 8.
It's now second and 6.
Again, Peterson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given it life.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Looking downfield for Joe. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Looking deep for... And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Haskins pass.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 20.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up
again, it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Cody Latimer.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Haskins back to the air. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted, 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people